matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. A first carry for the second-year man. It's Najee Harris.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's that time at a Pittsburgh first.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a first down carry for Harris
to about the 48-yard line. The Steelers at 1-8 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This crew, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play. They swung the momentum their way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Harris.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Off play action. Pickett.
There goes a deep ball. End zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's football 101, isn't it? Tip your cap to the rookie. He knocked that one away, but he better not relax. They're going to test him all game long.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Mike Hilton, always dangerous on the corner blitz, and he gets the sack. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
passing here. Joe Burrow.
This pass complete to Melton.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Now it's Burrow.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Now a give. Running left is Harris. 63 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Steelers nothing.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
Kicking into a headwind here in the second quarter. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory,
11, 11.
it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
11, Palmer. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty. 11. 12.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Connor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
11 MP tape. 11.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
We don't see it miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
Done.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
12. 11, Thomas. 11. 11, Mighty. 11. 12.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
11 MP. 11 tape. 11. Stop.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Steelers 3. Evan McPherson to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They're going for it. This is Harris. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. In motion comes the tight end left. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? dime defense blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Here we go, here we go.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas.
Here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Connor. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
And the Bengal 1st down.
Here we go.
The center receiver in motion to the right.
12, 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, 11, 11, 11.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Again, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On one, ready?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. 11, 11, 11. 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
To the air again, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tanner Conner as the first half is winding down.
And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bengals 21, Steelers 3. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Blitz coming and down he goes. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So a failure to connect on second down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11 Thomas.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11, 11, 11.
And Burrow going to throw again. They'll roll him out right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here we go, here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow looking to pass. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
They'll look to throw here. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11 Thomas. Here we go, here we go.
Burrow will throw. He finds his man complete. That's Connor. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
11 Mighty. 11, 11, 11.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Connor. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
11 empty.
Another try after the first down sack.
Burrow, quick slant, complete to Melton.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Close. 11 Thomas.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Connor. Touchdown, Bengals. Tanner Connor, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And some space here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's another carry for Harris. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Pickett back to throw.
Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris.
And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Again, it's Harris.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, take. 11 and stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow, flush to his right. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and they'll work this down inside the 30. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11, 11, 11.
From the 29, Burrow. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
11 MT, 11
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Bo Melton, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Steelers 10. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
110 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run again with Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When you just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go, here we go. Check.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
Going deep this time for Miller. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
12.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
11.
Oh, On 2nd and 10, Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Again, it's Burrow. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Connor. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
12. 11,
In motion left, the tight end.
11, Thomas. 11. Stop.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
McPherson now for the extra point.
Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, 20. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT, tank. 11 MT, tank.
From midfield now, Burrow. Past the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
11 MT, tank. 11. 11.
Now Burrow. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Connor.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Cincinnati, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they